Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you as we get set for Game 2 of our doubleheader as the men of Chestnut Hill and Georgian Court get set to go at it. Chestnut Hill coming in at 3-17, 2-0. South, but they both fight hard and generally seem to play entertaining contests, and the evidence of that is the first game that they played, 98-95 in overtime, which is always a fun game, high scoring in overtime. Can't beat that. So we'll see if they can do it again. Of course, the Griffins would prefer to come out on top this time. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for both teams. We'll start with Georgian Court as their introductions are going on right now. In the backcourt, it's Cable Bowser, 6'4", $185, sophomore out of Philadelphia, leading scorer on the team at 14.5 per game. He's joined by Omar Williams, 6'1", 170 junior guard out of Queens, averaging just under 9 per game. Jawan Carter, another guard at 6'4", but again, some size and length. 195-pound senior out of Patterson, New Jersey. One of 3 players in double figures for this team at over 12 per game. In the middle, it's Sean Barksdale, kind of a swingman, more than a forward. 6'5", 195-pound swingman sophomore out of Lakewood, New Jersey. Leads the team in blocks with 19. And the big man in the middle, Nikola Vucevic, 6'10", 235-pound junior forward out of Novi Sad, Serbia, averaging 13 and 8 on the season. For the Griffins, in the backcourt, it's Demetrius Isaac, the 5th leading scorer in the CACC at 17.5 per game. He's joined by Dexter Thompson, known for his defense, 6'3", 205, junior swingman out of Providence and Lincoln Trail JUCO. Rich Dean getting the start today, 6'1", freshman out of Bensalem, PA, averaging just under 4 points per game. Down low, it's Tony Toplin, 6'6", 200-pound junior forward out of Slickerville, New Jersey. Leads the team in blocks and is 3rd in conference at 1.6 per game. And the big man in the middle, Chris Evans, one of the senior captains, 280 pounds out of Norristown, Pennsylvania, in his 11th game of the season, averaging just under 15 points and 7 boards per game on the season. So this could be an interesting one here today. Georgian Court, I mean, they just look like a team that's having a lot of fun out there. After the introductions, they do the fake, I don't think anybody had their phones at least, so I think it was a fake picture as the team posed together, threw down a ton of tremendous dunks in warm-ups. So it looks like they will like to run up and down the court. The Griffins in the white unis with red numbers, gold trim, CH, in white with red trim on the front breast. Georgian Court in blue. It's the opening tip. Toplin wins it back from the 6'10" Vucevic. Nice ups by him, and the opening possession goes to the Griffins. Georgian Court in blue as Isaac floats it up and gets it to go from 8 as he fell out of bounds. Nice shot by Demetrius Isaac to begin the game. Again, I think the trim on the Lions uniform is tan, I'll call it officially. It's kind of one of those nondescript colors between tan and maybe an off gold of sorts. A three in the corner, in and out from Williams. First attempt of the game for him, and here's Isaac the other way. Isaac leaves for Thompson. Dexter Thompson, the shutdown defender on this team. We'll see if he's on Bowser for most of this game. Isaac around a high screen, down the lane, kicks back out, open Toplin, in and out. From the top of the key, that's one that Toplin usually hits. Bowser the other way, between his legs, Barksdale clangs the triple from 22 feet. Rebound Rich Dean and the Griffins. Barksdale pretty much exclusively takes threes. After that last one, 101 of his 121 attempts this year are from deep. And he's 6'5", too, so go figure. Evans fades away. No good from 18. Hand in his face. Rebound tipped out, but it's corralled by Jawan Carter. Stripped at midcourt by Isaac. 3-on-1. Isaac leaves for Dean. No good, but a foul. That will send Rich Dean to the line. Rich Dean, 16-8 versus Concordia. Back on January 27th, so that's 2 games ago. That's his best game since way back in November against Mercy when he had 18. One more to come for Dean. Too strong on the second, splits that pair. Rebound Vucevic. Bowser Euro step rejected by Toplin left of the hoop. And Toplin hands off for Isaac. Isaac the other way. 3-0 Griffins early on. Dean, left wing. They'll post up Evans. It's not often that Evans is giving up some height, but he is against Vucevic. Back out Dean, a three. In and out, long rebound. Evans hustled to it, but it's tipped back out. Here's Carter the other way to the hoop, and he lays it home with the right hand. First points of the game for Georgian Court come in the form of a Jawan Carter layup. Isaac around the screen up high, picks up his dribble, Toplin open, puts it home on the line drive from a step inside of the top of the key. Georgian Court gives up a lot of points. They allow 81.5 points per game. Griffins struggle a bit defensively too, typically. Bowser leaves for Vucevic. Goes with the left hand, no good as he spun baseline. Rebound Toplin, well defended by Evans. So that would seem to mean both of these teams better offensively than they are defensively. That would seem to mean we're in for a track meet and a high-scoring affair. That's what happened the first time these two teams met. Top of the key jumper, in and out, and then in for Isaac. Front rim, back rim, glass, front rim again, and then down finally. Has it caromed all over the place, but Isaac has his second bucket. Bowser shot fake in the corner, fades on Toplin, too short, rebound Evans over Vucevic. Isaac the other way, in and out, hop step, picks it up, rejected by Barksdale, who stayed with him. Nice move there. Williams the other way, lost the handle, Evans comes away with it. Dean looking to run, 3-on-3, leaves for Toplin, cut off, and he'll kick back out. Dean, a three, off right, rebound Barksdale. So already a nice pace to this game as both of these teams are willing to run. Vucevic the other way into the chest of Evans, rejected by Toplin, who came with the help. Dean the board, and he leaves for Isaac. Griffins on top, 7-2, not quite 4 minutes into the ball game. Isaac works left, has a screen to his right, uses it, picks up his dribble, kicks back out Evans. They'll post up Toplin, his first touch, fades away, and he gets the roll. First time they posted up Toplin, and that time he connects from 8 feet and the baseline, and a timeout taken by Terrence Stewart. And Georgian Court, it's 9-2 Griffins early on. 15:53 to play in the opening half. Terrence Stewart, his second season, 1-27, so that's a rough one. That's not the type of debut that you want. 1-18 in conference last year, but better this year. 5-9 in conference. Georgian Court, 5th in the CACC South, 3 back of U Sciences, so they likely won't make the playoffs unless they win out. Those 2 overtime losses in their last 2 probably put the proverbial nail in the coffin on that one. But still much improved in the 5th season of existence for the GCU Lions. And Stewart, I'll get to it later. He had a very nice career of his own back in the day. Bowser attacks, hangs, and gets to the go with the left hand off the glass. Bowser very, very athletic. He's another one of those guys who threw down a lot of big dunks in warm-ups. 9-4, Griffin's on top. Top one open again. Got it. Missed that shot twice. Now it seems like he's found the range. And Toplin has 4, 7-point game. Griffin's on top. Bowser works left for Barksdale. Looking for Vucevic down low. Gets through the double and lays it home. Isaac came with the help. Vucevic showing nice dexterity. Spun through it. Here's Tallford attacking. No good on the reverse layup. His first touch of the game is Cartier Tallford. Checked into the game. Passed through the legs of Toplin. Barksdale was fouled. That was Bowser who fired it through Toplin's legs. And Barksdale rarely finds himself in the lane. He's usually a perimeter guy. But he's at the line for 2. Barksdale 65% from the charity stripe this year. Hits the first. Now we'll see Bryce Council for the first time today as Omar Williams sits. Council, 5'7" freshman out of Harlem. One of only 2 players on the team with a positive assist-to-turnover ratio, as that's been an issue for the Lions this year. Barksdale will sit. We'll see Tony Ellington Jr., 6'2", 175-pound sophomore out of Hainesport, New Jersey, for the first time today as well. LeBon All doing the ball handling. He's in the game now for the Griffins, as is Roman Letterlow, and an offensive foul immediately on Letterlow as he set a screen for All up top. So it goes back to Georgian Court, 11-8. Just over 5 minutes into the opening half. It's Bowser. Bold pass for Ellington. He holds. Council in the corner, posting up Vucevic, and he lays it home. Letterlow attempting to front Vucevic, and ended up leading to an easy 2. 1-point game. Vucevic at 6'10" will obviously be a load to handle down low. You don't see a lot of guys with that type of height at this level. Tallford, now Toplin as they swing it around the perimeter, 12 to shoot. Letterlow short right corner, 8 to shoot. Got to make something happen. Isaac around the screen, pick and pop, got it to go. Isaac just pulled up from 18 feet in the baseline and drained it. Isaac with great elevation on his jumper at 5'8". 3-point game, Bowser a 3. Too strong, long rebound tipped by Vucevic and a foul on the rebound. It's on Letterlow. Evans back in. Letterlow will sit. That's already his second. So 2 quick fouls on Roman. And he will have to take a seat. Off the inbound, Jawan Carter from 14 in the right of the lane. No good. Long rebound. Bowser attacks and hits. Bowser has great elevation, and he goes up. He can really hang up there for a while. And that enabled him to finish over the contest of Evans. 1-point game. Second bucket for Bowser. Toplin posting up, right block. Forces it with the left and got the roll through the foul. And he's going to the line for 1 more. He had the smaller Jawan Carter at 6'4" on him. And Toplin likes that left hand, hung in the lane, and hit the shot. 1 more to come. Dexter Thompson back in. Evans will sit, so the Griffins go small here. Late subs here for Georgian Court as well, and they do get them in just in time. Bellamy, freshman forward, 6'4", 180 into the game for the first time today. Toplin's free throw, no good off left. Omar Williams back in as well. His second stint on the court. Here's Ellington Jr. He holds, drives left. On Tallford, waits for Bellamy. Hop step, no good. Well defended by Toplin. And here comes Isaac the other way. Isaac in a rush. Steps back, waits for All. And a foul down low. It'll be on Bellamy. Griffins will inbound from the left of their hoop. Isaac will do the honors. Jesse Balliser shouting out the play call. 23 to shoot for the Griffins. Into the corner, it's All. Skip pass up top, Toplin. Now Isaac with it. Pulls up from the top of the key. In and out. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound Bowser. Bowser looking to push. Blows by All. Down the right of the lane. Hangs. Missed. Got his own miss. Bold pass back out. Ellington back for Bowser. Fades away. Doesn't get the roll from 12 on the left side. And here comes All the other way. All in transition. Got it. First three of the game for the Griffins, and the first points of the game for Robon All. 6-point game. Just about 8 minutes into the ball game. Ellington holds, All on him. Trying to take him off the dribble. Hangs and hits off the glass. From 8 feet, it's Ellington. Back to a 4-point game. First points of the game for Ellington. Isaac the other way. Back and forth game so far. Pretty nice pace to it. High handoff for Tallford. Now Isaac with Council all over him, and a foul on the perimeter. Hand check foul on Council. Dean, Colin Flock, and Chris Evans all in the game now as Isaac, Thompson, and Toplin sit. First time we've seen Colin Flock in a while. Hasn't played in 2 games. The last time was 2 weeks ago at home against Jefferson. That was the last action that Colin Flock had. All a screen to his left, steps back a 3. Off right, pretty good look though. Rebound, Ellington. Ellington looking to push. Cut off though by Tallford, and he'll back out. 22 on the clock. Bowser out of the game now, the leading scorer for the Lions as they are into their bench. It's Ellington back with it. Deep left wing. Fades away on Tallford. Got it to go. Tough shot from 18 feet away, but Ellington has his second hoop. 2-point game, 18-16. Griffins on top as we come up on 11 to play. Flock up top on the handoff from Evans. Into the corner, All. Jab step. Back out Dean. 16 to shoot. They lob it for Evans, and a foul down low. It's on Bellamy. That's his second in short order for the freshman, who every time he makes a mistake, Terrence Stewart kind of calls him over and then explains to him what he did. Just the freshman doesn't really play that much. All catch and shoot. Got it. Second 3 for All. That one a tough one. Catch and shoot right off the inbounds. Make it a 5-point play. Under 11 to play in the opening half. Into the corner, Ellington drives. Baseline, blew the dunk. Rebound All in the lane. Well, I said it before. This Lions team, just watching their warm-ups, you can see they like to run around, they like to dunk, they like to have fun, but that time Ellington blew the dunk. Flock a 3, partially blocked by Ellington. Barksdale the rebound. Ellington was streaking down the court calling for it, so he obviously wants to make amends for that missed dunk. Ellington a screen to his left. He uses it, hedged aggressively by Evans. Kicks back out. Barksdale open. Way off to the left on a good open look. Rebound Bellamy. He's doubled, and he was fouled. Ball squirted loose. All dashed after it, but the foul called. Foul is on All. His first, 4th on the Griffins. Vucevic back in as Bellamy sits. Council inbound. 10 to shoot for Georgian Court. 5-point game. Vucevic pick and roll. Goes with the floater with the right. Gets the roll from 8 feet in the lane. Vucevic, nice touch. He now has 6 on 3 of 5 from the field. Isaac walks it up past the midway point of the opening half. Evans right of the lane. Gets it to go with the right hand. Evans with those long arms just extended all the way to the hoop. And a timeout taken here. It's a 23-18 game. Griffins on top. In a back-and-forth affair thus far. 9:47 to go in the opening half.
Looking to take time out for a snack? The Griffin's Den is an a la carte cafe located on the ground floor of Fournier Hall. Stop by to check out the many food and beverage options to enjoy while watching the game in Sorgeni Arena. You can quench your thirst with a water or Gatorade and satisfy your appetite with anything ranging from a soft pretzel to a slice of pizza to a sandwich. Brought to you by Chartwells, who reminds you to eat, learn, live.
(23-18) game. Griffins on top. 9:47 to go in the opening half. Out of the timeout, it is Georgian Court ball. Council, the little guy out of Harlem, doing the ball handling. Flock on him. And off Ellington. They swing it back around the perimeter. Bowser back in the game. Had it momentarily. Ellington back for Bowser. 15 to shoot as Bowser walks it to the middle of the court. Isaac on him. Ellington deep right wing around the screen. Council freed up momentarily. Vucevic left block, top one on him, spins baseline, kicks back out. Ellington shot fake into the lane, waits for Vucevic. One to shoot, and they won't get it up in time. Shot clock violation. Vucevic had Flock and a couple other guys surrounding him, or flocking him, if you will. And he could not get that shot up in time. So nice D by the Griffins out of the timeout. Handoff up high for All, who already has 6 on 2 threes. Top one calling for it down low, doesn't get it. Around the screen it's All. He'll reset between the circles. Walks it over to the wing. Now goes right around the screen from Evans. From the elbow, pulls up and puts it home. LeBron All hot early on. He has a game-high 8, tied with Toplin with those 8 points. 7-point game, Griffins lead, 8:38 to go. In the second half, or first half, beg your pardon. Quick ball movement here as the Griffins go zone. Into the corner, a 3. Too strong, long rebound into the corner. Rebounded for the Griffins as Jawan Carter missed from the corner. Isaac picks up his dribble, has help in the form of Flock, and now All will reset. Isaac will walk it over to the logo as Jesse Balser calls out a play. Isaac works right around the double screen. Evans, ball knocked out of his hands. All saves it. 9 to shoot. Evans has it back. Toplin fades away. In and out from the baseline. An 8. Ellington setting sail the other way. Hesitation up top into the corner. A 3. Bowser. In and out. Tipped underneath. And a foul on Jawan Carter as he knocked Isaac down on the rebound. Carter will sit. Council back in. 25-18, 7:49 to go. In the opening half, Griffins on top. Flock will walk it up court. Ellington out to meet him. Here's a Letterlow with 2 fouls back into the game as Evans sits. Ball pass down low. Letterlow shot fake, gets his man up in the air, but blew the layup. Nice move to get Vucevic in trouble though. Bowser crisscrossing midcourt, and he traveled as he tried to attack with the floater. Goes back to the Griffins. Turnover number 4 on Georgian Court. Pretty clean first half. Only 1 turnover on the Griffins and 4 now on Georgian Court. So 5 total. That's pretty good. Here's All holding. Works left around the screen from Toplin. 14 to shoot. Goes back the other way around the screen. Isaac left wing. Toplin calling for it. Steps back, does Isaac, and puts it home. Tough shot. Hand in his face from 18 in the corner. 9-point game. Largest lead of the day for the Griffins. Ellington hangs and fires an air ball from 18 in the near corner. Toplin calling for it down low. He has it. Faces up on Bowser. 22 to shoot. Spins middle. Lost the ball. And it's taken away by Williams and Georgian Court. Williams behind the back on Flock. Picks up his dribble. Bullet pass down low. Vucevic lays it home with the right hand. Vucevic so tall and long, he doesn't really even need to jump when he lays the ball home. Just reached out with the right, and it was in the hoop in half a second. 7-point game. Flock, deep right wing, has Isaac around the screen, and an offensive foul on Letterlow again. His second illegal screen, that's his third foul, so he will have to sit. Vucevic will take a seat, and he doesn't appear happy about it, shaking his head as he comes to the bench. Now Tremaine Cotter, no relation to Jawan, in the game for the first time today. 13 in blue. Barksdale back in as well. Evans, Thompson, and Dean all in for the Griffins as all Flock and Letterlow sit. 7-point game. Griffins on top as we come up on 6 to play in the opening half. Williams holds back for Bowser. Toplin in his face. Bowser behind the back dribble, left of the lane. Entry pass. Tremaine Cotter knocked out of his hands, and it is off of Cotter last. It goes to the Griffins. Tremaine Cotter, another big guy, 6'8", 210, junior out of the Bronx. Very, very lanky. This Georgian Court team has a lot of length. Very tall, even at the guard position. Toplin holds, 18 to shoot, has Evans around the screen, lost the ball. Here's Tremaine Cotter the other way. Evans trailing. Cotter slams it with the left hand. Oh, that is that length. Cotter runs like a deer. He just trots up and down the court. And Evans cannot catch up. 5-point game, 27 to 22. 5:30 to go in the opening half. Isaac drives left, rejected, but a foul as Barksdale elevated to swat the shot. Foul will be on Tremaine Cotter. Seventh foul on Georgian Court. So the Griffins will be shooting the rest of the way. Isaac hits the first. He now has 9. That's a game-high 9 for Demetrius Isaac. Evans will sit, and we'll see Keith Williams. 6'4" sophomore swingman as the Griffins go small here. Haven't seen Williams in a game on the home court in a while. 29 to 22. Griffins on top. 5:20 to go. In the opening half, Isaac the first man in double figures after those free throws, but Williams puts it home from straight on and distance. 4-point game. First points of the game for Omar Williams. Isaac trots it up court. Has a screen to his left. Uses it in the form of Toplin. Williams with it. His first touch of the game. Now Dean, deep right wing. The entry pass for Toplin. Faces up. Right baseline. Goes up with the left. And gets the roll. All around the rim before it fell. Toplin likes to post up on the right side and go into the lane and finish with the left hand. The second time he's done so. 6-point game. Toplin now has 10. Bowser with it. Bullet pass down low off the hands of Cotter, and it's taken away by Dean. Isaac middle of the floor, trying to take Bowser off the dribble. Muscles in and got it to go. And going to the line for one more. Isaac really protects that ball well when he drives inside. Covers it up almost like a running back. And is always able to finish through much larger men when he gets inside. Did so there. One more to come. He now has 12 to lead all scorers. Make it 13 for the senior Demetrius Isaac. Ellington back in the game. Tremaine Cotter will sit. 34 to 25. Griffins on top, tied for their largest lead of the game as we come up on 4 to play in the opening half. Griffins go to a zone here. They've switched back and forth. Bowser a 3. Got it. First triple of the game for Bowser. Give him 7 points. Had missed his first 2 attempts from deep. It's back to a 6-point game, 34-28. 3:52 to go in the opening half. This is a rematch of a game earlier this year that went to overtime with Georgian Court coming out on top in that one. Thompson back in the game with a much smaller Council on him. Council in his hip pocket. Thompson stumbles down, tips it to Isaac. A 3, got it. Isaac crashed to the deck with a hand in his face. Thompson lost that ball and then tipped it in midair to Isaac, so give him an assist, an unconventional one, but an assist anyway. Back to a 9-point game. Griffins on top. Chestnut Hill in a zone here. Screen for Williams to his left. He's cut off, though, by Isaac. Bowser in the corner, 7 to shoot. Now 5 to shoot. Bowser crosses over, steps back. Got it again. Back-to-back triples for Caleb Bowser. It's a 6-point game, under 3 to play. In the opening half, as both teams shooting well. In the early going, Toplin trying to back his way in, but he traveled. Took 2 quick steps when he caught that ball, and that's why. Council sits. Vucevic back in for the Lions. 6-point game. Cartier Tallford back in for the Griffins. Griffins back to a man-to-man set here. They've switched back and forth between man and zone to try to throw the Lions off. Bowser around a high screen down the left of the lane, and a foul on his way to the hoop. Bowser has 10 to lead Georgian Court, the only player in double figures. For the Griffins, Isaac has 16 and Toplin has 10. Bowser too short on the first free throw. Barksdale sits. Jawan Carter back in. Evans back in, as is all for the Griffins. Bowser's second rattles home. Bowser has more arc on his free throw than I think I've seen any other player this season. Really unconventional looking, but 78% from the line, so I guess it works. Isaac with a head of steam, dribbled it off his foot, and here comes Carter the other way with numbers. 4-on-2, inside Bowser, and he lays it home through the contact. Going to the line for one more. Ill-advised foul there because Bowser was about an inch away from the cup, so there was nothing that was going to stop him from laying that one home, so now he'll have a chance for one more. Quick ball movement there by the Lions. 4-on-2 break after Isaac turned it over. So Bowser has suddenly exploded here, but he misses that second free throw. 5-point game. Bowser now has 11. Lions again showing a press. More of a trap than a press, but this time the Griffins break it. Georgian Court in a zone here. First time they've zoned all game. So Isaac left wing, steps into a 3. In and out. Rebound all, and he gets it to go high off glass on the follow. And a timeout taken by Jesse Balser. 5-point game, 39-34. Full timeout taken here. Griffins on top. 1:50 to go in the opening half.
Need a pick-me-up? McCaffrey Lounge, located on the main floor of Fournier Hall, is our newly redesigned cafe on campus. Here you can enjoy your favorite caffeinated beverage or a baked good fireside and relax in a comfortable lounge chair. Brought to you by Chartwells, who reminds you to eat, learn, live.
Back here inside Sorgenti Arena. 39-34, Griffins on top. of the visiting Georgian Court University Lions. 1:50 to go in the opening half, and it's living up to its billing so far. We figured it would be pretty tight and high scoring, and that's definitely been the case so far. Both teams, Chestnut Hill with 39, they'll almost certainly end up with a 40-point opening half, and Georgian Court has a chance to do the same if the pace continues. It was 98-95 in overtime. Georgian Court coming out on top the first time these two teams met. Demetrius Isaac leads all scorers with 16, joined by Tony Toplin and Laban All, 10 apiece in double figures. Caleb Bowser leads the way with 13 for the Lions. Georgian Court ball out of the timeout. Bowser trotting it up court. Handoff up high for Williams, who will hold. Griffins in a man-to-man set here. They've switched back and forth between zone and man. Jawan Carter backing his way in. That's an offensive foul as he bowled over All. All a standout first half here. He has 10 points in maybe 10 minutes of action, maybe a little bit less. And now just drew an offensive foul. Officials trying to figure out where exactly to inbound this ball. 10th team foul on Georgian Court. It looks like we got a technical foul. That's what it is. I did see the T. As the official made the signal with his hands. Not quite sure on who. I think it might be on Terrence Stewart. We didn't really see anything out of the ordinary in either event. Technical foul. So Isaac at the line. Hits the first. One more to come. He now has 17 points. 6-point game. Second good as well. And it's on Omar Williams. Okay. So Omar Williams was just right in front of the scorer's table, and he was still pleading his case to his coach, but now he'll take a seat. Initial foul was on Jawan Carter, but it was Williams who picks up the tech. So the ball goes to the Griffins. 7-point game, 1:25 to go. In the opening half, here's Evans, right wing, and he'll kick back out for Isaac. 16 to shoot. Evans open look. Too strong. A high rebound goes to Bowser. Bowser looking to push. Pass for Council, but Toplin got back. That's 5-7 on 6-6. Let's see if they switch off. Bowser around a high screen from Vucevic into the corner. Ellington open, but doesn't take the shot. Instead, he'll dribble back out under a minute to play in the opening half. 8 to shoot, it's Bowser. A screen to his left, doesn't use it, goes right instead. Nearly stripped from behind, rejected by Toplin in the lane. Here comes Isaac looking to run. 3-on-2 for the Griffins, tall forward. Leaves for All on the wing. Now Isaac wide open. Book it. Demetrius Isaac, give him 21 points. One of his most explosive halves of the year. And it's a 10-point game, largest lead of the game for the Griffins. 25 seconds to go. In the opening half, about a 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Ellington open, but that's not his range. Into the lane, lost the ball. Isaac crossing over, middle of the court. Isaac into the corner, open tall forward. Got it. 13-point game, 7 seconds to play. Bowser with 5 on the clock, far side. Gonna have to make something happen behind the back. 1 to shoot, gets it up in time. 2 short, and that's how the opening half will end, as the Griffins use 2 quick threes at the end in transition to put them on top by 13, their largest lead of the game. They're on top 47-34 as we head to the break. We'll be back with the start of the second half in about 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the statistics for the first half of tonight's game. First for Georgian Court, their leading scorer is number 24, Caleb Bowser. He has 13 points and 8 rebounds. Number 1, Joel Carter has 2 points. Number 5, Omar Williams has 3. Number 11, Sean Barksdale has 2 points. Number 23, Nicola Vujovic has 8. Number 4, Tony Ellington has 4. And number 13, Jermaine Carter has 2 points. Georgia Court shot 43.8% from the field. They were 3 of 10 from three-point distance and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. For Chestnut Hill, leading all scorers with 21 points is number 2, Demetrius Isaac. Number 3, Tony Toplin has 10. Number 24, Chris Evans has 2. Number 32, Rich Dean has 1 point. Number 10, Carter Talbot has 3. And number 12, Willon Wall has 10 points. The Griffins shot 58.1% from the field. They were 5 of 11 from three-point range and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. If you weren't with us for the first game of tonight's doubleheader, it was won by Chestnut Hill College. The final score was 73-69.
Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you. A couple moments away from the start of the second half between Chestnut Hill and Georgian Court. Game 2 of our doubleheader. The women of Chestnut Hill won in game 1. And the Griffin men trying to do the same thing, and they're in good shape, up 47-34 as we get set to start the second half. Demetrius Isaac, 21 points, 9 off his career high, which is 30. So he's off to a tremendous start. Tony Toplin and Wabon All also with 10 in double figures. Caleb Bowser led the way for Georgian Court with 13. Georgian Court in the blue, Chestnut Hill in the white. Lions ball to begin. The second half, it's Bowser with Vucevic, Barksdale, Williams. Carter and Georgian Court. Bowser with Dean on him. They'll post up Vucevic. Right block, spinning baseline. Gets it to go off glass with the right hand. Vucevic now has 10. The second Lion in double figures. Isaac leaves for Evans, and rather Dean, and he kisses it off the glass as he cut from the baseline. Rich Dean, that's his first points of the ball game. I beg your pardon, he did make one free throw. Round the screen, it's Williams. Takes a bump, flips it up high off glass, and gets it to go. I think it was a delay of game warning. That's why we had the whistle there. Another whistle. Shot clock didn't start. Williams on that shot almost looked like he was trying to get the continuation because he thought he was fouled. But he got it to go. So that was way up off the glass. But it dropped anyway. 9-point game. They take 3 seconds off the shot clock, and now here comes Isaac. With a game-high 21, Demetrius Isaac. Evans top of the key. In the face of Vucevic, in and out. It was a long two and a foul down low. On the rebound. Appears to be on Toplin. Oh, they'll call it on Thompson instead for a push. Griffin shot 58% in the opening half. 5 of 11 from downtown. Georgian Court just under 44% and 3 of 10 from downtown. Ball dribbles out of bounds. It is off of Georgian Court last. Will go to the Griffins. Vucevic arguing that it was tipped, and it looks like they're going to talk it over. And they change the call. And Jesse Balser is not happy. But Vucevic wins that argument. And the line judge is overruled. So Georgian Court perhaps gets a break here. 9-point game. Williams around the screen in the corner and finishes with the right hand as he came around the screen with the head of steam. 7-point game. Just over 2 minutes into the second half. Isaac around the screen up high down the left of the lane. Lost the ball. Trickles out of bounds, and it stays with the Griffins. Off of Williams last. Letterlow in. Evans will sit. Letterlow playing with 3 fouls, so only played 4 minutes. Picked up 2 offensive fouls, too. Jawan Carter sits. Kendall Bellamy back in. Same size, but one a forward, one a guard. Dean off the inbound. 16 to shoot as he backs out. Isaac open look. Book it. Demetrius Isaac. That's his third 3. 3 of 4 from downtown. Give him 24 points. Barksdale open, catch and shoot. No good. Rims out. Long rebound tipped out near side. Williams hustles to it. Bowser from 18. Got it. That all set up by the hustle of Williams, who tracked that ball down on the perimeter near sideline and tipped it to Bowser, who then had the open look. 10-point game. Griffins on top. Toplin faces up. Now Letterlow looking for his first points of the game. Dean between the circles. 11 to shoot. Here's Thompson into the lane. Threw it off of Barksdale. Barksdale hustles to it. 2-on-2. Vucevic cutting down the lane. But Barksdale didn't see him. Instead, he'll leave. For Williams. Crosses over up top. Attacks the hoop. Doesn't get the roll, but a foul. And Williams going to the line for 2. Fouls on Toplin. His second team foul. Toplin 4 blocks in the opening half. Pretty clean game for the most part in the first half. Georgian Court turned it over 8 times. The Griffins 6. Not too many whistles either. LeBon All back in. Thompson will sit. All has 10. On 4 or 5 from the field and 11 minutes of work. Second good from Williams. He'll now sit. Bryce Council in the game. LeBon All hit a game-tying 3 to force the game into overtime. The first time these two teams played. That was back on the 30th of December. 7-point game. 16:30 to go in the second half. Toplin posting up, right block, dribbling with the left, kicks back out, All 3. Got it. LeBon All red hot. Line drive 3 from the corner. He now has 13. Back to a 10-point game. Griffin's largest lead is 13. Barksdale on the high handoff. Now Bowser, another handoff down the right of the lane. A floater off left. Rebound for Toplin. Griffins have numbers as Bellamy is down behind the play. Pass was behind Dean, though. He saves it. Near corner. Handoff Isaac. Cut off by Council, and he'll dribble back out and reset. Near side, 40 feet away. Fouls on Council. His second. Barksdale sits. Jawan Carter in. Dean will inbound. 20 to shoot. Isaac between the circles. Looks like Georgian Court is going zone here. Dean, a 3. Off right. Rebound Vucevic. 10-point game. About 5.5 minutes in. To the second. Griffins on top. Trying to snap. A 1-game losing streak. Lost their last one. Lost 3 of 4. Vucevic down low. No good with the right. Gets his own miss in traffic, and he's fouled on the follow. Vucevic going to the line for 1 more. Or for 2, rather. Nikola Vucevic out of Serbia. And 19 points versus the Griffins in the first meeting between the two teams. Here's the first free throw. 69% from the line is Vucevic. Cartier Talford in the game for the first time in the second half. Second to come from Vucevic. No good. 9-point game. 55 to 46. Griffins on top. Just about 5 minutes into the second half. Ellington will check in at the next whistle for Georgian Court. And an offensive foul down low on Toplin. That's his third. It's really the only foul trouble. Well, he and Letterlow both have 3. That's the foul trouble right now for the Griffins. They're both in the game. Looks like Toplin will sit at the next whistle as Thompson is up, but didn't get in time. So next whistle, either Thompson or Letterlow will likely check out. Into the corner, Bowser, shot fake. Stutter step, back out. Council will reset between the circles. 12 to shoot, crosses over, loses Isaac, a floater. No good, high off glass. Rebound, Letterlow. And Council looking for a foul, doesn't get the call. Into the corner, Tallford, shot fake, step back three. In and out. Long rebound, coming away with the Carter. Carter, middle of the floor, ball pass inside off of Bellamy, but it will stay with Georgian Court, as Tallford got a hand in there too. Thompson in, Toplin will sit with those 3 fouls. Council will inbound. Second half hasn't quite found the same pace as the first just yet. Spinning inside, Bowser, partially blocked by Thompson. Shot came up short, and Letterlow fouled on the rebound. Fouls on Bellamy, his third. It's only at about maybe 7 minutes of work for Bellamy, but doesn't play heavy minutes, so that's not a cause for concern for Terrence Stewart. 9-point game, Griffins on top. All on the right wing. Up top, Tallford, shot fake, frees himself up, but nearly stolen by Bowser, who sniffed that pass out. Couldn't handle it cleanly, though, and it's out of bounds near side. Bellamy sits, as does Bowser, Vucevic, and Barksdale back in. 14-10 to go in the second half. Griffins on top by 9. Tallford to inbound. Does so to Isaac, 12 to shoot. Council in his hip pocket. Isaac spinning on the right wing, steps back, in, and he got it again. Isaac has been red hot in this game. That's 26 now. So he's been very, very hot. Tough contested shot there by Council. Didn't think it had a chance to go in, as that ball is out of bounds off of Vucevic last, as Council tried a wraparound pass down low in traffic. 11-point game, 13:46 to go in the second half. Griffins on top. They've led by as much as 13. Here's all the other way. Bonall, 13 points. And right about 13 minutes of action. Thompson holds, 18 to shoot. Man-to-man set out of Georgian Court. It's all. Deep left wing. Has a screen set up to his right in the form of Letterlow. Around it, fades away. Tough shot, too short. The leaner in the lane. Rebound for Barksdale and Georgian Court. Into the corner. It's Carter. Behind the back dribble, well defended by Tallford, who takes it away. Lobs it up ahead for All 1-on-2 to the hoop. No good off left. Letterlow keeps it alive, and he was fouled on the follow-up. So Letterlow going to the line for 2. Looking for his first points of the ball game. Again, only played 4 minutes. Did a Letterlow in the opening half because of foul trouble. It's the free throw. I'll make it 58-46, 13:05 to go in the second half. Griffin's trying to stretch out this lead. And it's back to 13 as the second is good from Letterlow. Tied for the largest lead of the game for the Griffins. They led by 19 at the half as well. So here's Council trotting it up court. Georgian Court essentially playing for their season here. They're a couple games back of a playoff spot. Vucevic muscling in, and he was fouled by Letterlow. That's 4 on him. Georgian Court right now 3 back of U Sciences, and with 5 remaining, they pretty much have to win out and get help after losing back-to-back overtime games. Vucevic at the line for 2, too strong on the first. Evans back in, Letterlow sits with 4 fouls. Toplin on the bench with 3 as well. Oh for 2 on that trip for Vucevic, who's normally about 70% from the line. So it stays a 13-point game. About 7.5 minutes into the second half. Isaac with Council all over him. Goes left around an Evans screen to free himself up. Picks up his dribble looking for help and finds it in the form of All. All with 10 to shoot. Now Tall for a catch and shoot. Got it. Cartier Tallford. His second bucket of the game. Give him 6. Both of them threes. 2 of 4 from downtown. And a timeout taken by Terrence Stewart as his team is down. Now by 16, largest lead of the game for the Griffins. Timeout on the floor, 12:23 to play in the second.
Looking to take time out for a snack? The Griffin's Den is an a la carte cafe located on the ground floor of Fournier Hall. Stop by to check out the many food and beverage options to enjoy while watching the game in Sorgeni Arena. You can quench your thirst with a water or Gatorade and satisfy your appetite with anything ranging from a soft pretzel to a slice of pizza to a sandwich. Brought to you by Chartwells, who reminds you to eat, learn, live.
Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Chestnut Hill and Georgian Court. It's the Griffins on top, going for a sweep in the doubleheader, up 62-46, 12:23 to go. In the second half, Lions ball out of the timeout. It's Ellington, deep right wing, left around the screen, nearly slipped and fell, but was able to move the ball before he traveled. Council resets at the logo, 9 to shoot. Griffins in a zone here out of the timeout. Barksdale catch and shoot. Off the left, rebound. Evans in the lane, tipped out of his hands. Loose on the deck. Carter has it. Isaac on him. Jump ball. And it goes to the Griffins on the alternating possession. Bowser back in. Ellington sits. Thompson inbound. Does so to all. It's been a much slower paced second half. A lot more whistles, too. First was very, very brisk. Evans down the right of the lane. Gets it to go off the window. Making an 18-point game. Largest lead of the game for the Griffins. They stay in a zone, as Georgian Court has not been able to crack it. Georgian Court, not a great shooting team. They don't take a lot of threes. Council deep right wing. They'll post up Vucevic. Kicks back out. Carter behind the back at the free throw line. Knifes in. Leads for Vucevic. Came up short. And a ball caromed out of bounds underneath off of Vucevic last. That was set up by Jawan Carter, who hopped his way into the lane. And left for Vucevic, who had a pretty good look, but just came up short. Here's Isaac. 20 to shoot at the logo with Bowser on him. Works left around an Evans screen. Turns the corner. Reverse layup. Doesn't get the roll. Thompson fouled on the follow. Foul's on Vucevic, his first. Isaac's career high is 30 points. Right now he's at 26, just missed getting 28 as that last layup rimmed out. Thompson in and out on the first attempt. Here comes Tremaine Carter and Bellamy as Vucevic and Barksdale, whose shot has been off, will sit. Carter injected a little bit of energy into the Lions earlier in the first half when he threw down a breakaway dunk, as Thompson misses both of those. Score holds at 18, but tall forward picks Jawan Carter's pocket and then hits the easy two. Now a 20-point game. Griffins on top, 10:45 to go in the second half. Griffins stay in a zone here. It's worked very well the last several possessions. Jawan Carter, now Bowser. Council on the wing, 11 to shoot. Not much going on here. Catch and shoot. Jawan Carter, way too short. Clangs front iron. Ball caroms out of bounds near side. And it stays with Georgian Court. Looked like it hit Thompson's arm last. Fresh 30 for Georgian Court. Council holds near side, 30 feet away. Trying to set up the offense as a screen to his right. Uses it in the form of Tremaine Carter into the lane, leaves for Bellamy, and a travel. So Bellamy showing his youth. He's made a couple of mistakes in this game, getting more run than is usual. Turns it over there on what could have been an easy 2. 20-point game as we come up on the midway point of the second half. Griffins on top. Isaac around the high screen from Evans. Had the pick and pop set up, but he was doubled. Bowser takes it away 2-on-1, but Evans hustling back is able to get there before Council. Here's All looking to run. Isaac on the skip pass. Back for All. Pass was tipped. All around the defender into the corner. Tallford a 3. Got it. Cartier Tallford. Give him 11 now as he's in double figures for the first time in a while. And a timeout taken on the floor. Or looked like there was. Just an inadvertent whistle, perhaps. Yes, that was it. Looked like the Lions were all walking to their bench, expecting a timeout, as it's a 23-point game now. But just an inadvertent whistle, I guess, from the officials. Here's Council working right around the screen. A lot of contact there. Blocking foul, though, on Isaac. So he got in the way of Bowser. Bowser might have extended the arm, but if Isaac was moving his feet, it doesn't matter. Number 6 on the Griffins, one more. And Georgian Court will be shooting. Ellington will get set to check in. And they'll let him do it now. Council will sit. .23 game, Griffins on top. 9:40 to go, or 9:29 rather, to go in the second half. Griffins looking for their third conference win of the season. That pass nearly stolen by All. Instead an open 3, Jelon Carter way off to the left. Long rebound, Isaac near side. Isaac with a game-high 26, All with 3. Too strong, high rebound in the lane, Bellamy. And Bowser will slow it down. Bowser walks it over to the deep right wing. Tallford, hand in his face. Griffins stay in his zone. Jelon Carter driving baseline, leaves for Tremaine Carter, and he lays it home. No relation. Carter to Carter, and Tremaine finishes it off in the lane. 21-point game. Griffins on top. If this holds, this would be one of Griffins' more impressive victories of the season. Only other one where they won by double digits was Concordia. That was about a week and a half ago. Isaac muscling it inside, a little bit too strong. Rebound Bellamy. And Georgian Court into the corner. Bowser open. Too strong. Rebound All. And All will trot it up court himself. Timeout taken by Jesse Balzer. His team on top 69-48. 8:21 to go in the second half.
Need a pick-me-up? McCaffrey Lounge, located on the main floor of Fournier Hall, is our newly redesigned cafe on campus. Here you can enjoy your favorite caffeinated beverage or a baked good fireside and relax in a comfortable lounge chair. Brought to you by Chartwells, who reminds you to eat, learn, live.
(69-48). Griffins on top with 8:21 to go in the second half. The Griffins trying to exact a measure of revenge. They fell to this team 98-95 back on December 30th, right before the new year, and that was a game for Georgian Court. It snapped a 31-game losing streak dating back to last season. So you never want to be the team that a team breaks a major streak against. You always want to be the one that breaks a team's winning streak, but you never want to be the one that a team breaks a major losing streak against. So this would be a little bit of revenge for the Griffins at least, assuming this holds up 21. 8:21 to play after this. Just 5 games remaining in the season for Chestnut Hill and 2 more home games. As that pass nearly stolen in the backcourt. Jawan Carter, he slid onto the sideline. So it goes to the Griffins. Nice hustle, though, by Jawan Carter to nearly come away with the steal on that inbound. 20 to shoot for the Griffins as Isaac walks it up. Here's all. Zone D from Georgian Court. Into the corner, tall for catch and shoot. Got it again. Cartier Tallford getting hot here. Give him 14 on his 4th triple. Largest lead of the game, 24 points for the Griffins. Bowser, left wing with Isaac on him. Griffins back in a man set. Down low, Tremaine Carter, no good with the baby left-handed hook. Loose ball, Dean comes away with it. In the lane, here's Isaac the other way. Into the corner, extra look, Tallford. No good, too short. The entire bench stood up for the Griffins, but that time it didn't fall, and Dean just took a big shot as Jawan Carter and he were going after that loose ball. Took a shoulder to the head. I don't think there was any intent there, really. Carter was just going after the ball. And they'll call a foul on Carter anyway. That's his 4th. I have to hope Dean's okay right now. Jesse Balser's out there taking a look at him. They have to check him to make sure that he's still with us right now. Anytime you take a shot to the head like that. So Dean, who's in some pain right now, he'll come out of the game. They'll take a look at him, and hopefully he's okay. Toplin back in, as is Flock. Tallford will inbound. Griffins up 24, 7:28 to go. In regulation. Isaac in the corner off the inbound. Flock free up top. Too strong. Tallford keeps it alive, though, and kicks back out for Isaac. Nice hustle by Cartier Tallford. Isaac prowls into the lane, kicks for Flock, a 3. Got it. Colin Flock, his first points of the game. 1 for 2 from downtown for the freshman, and timeout taken here by Terrence Stewart, a full timeout. 75-48, the Griffins all over Georgian Court with 7:06 to go in the second half.
Located 20 minutes from Center City, Philadelphia, Chestnut Hill College provides a small school experience with many big opportunities. Our close-knit community empowers each student to become a leader in all aspects of campus life. Our faculty and staff help each student achieve the right balance of academics, athletics, student life, and career development. For more information on Chestnut Hill College, schedule a visit at one of our upcoming information sessions or register for our open house. Visit www.chc.edu/visit.
Back here inside Sorgenti Arena. 75-48. Griffins on top. 7:06 to go in the second half. It's been all Chestnut Hill in the second. If they have outscored Georgian Court. See if I can do the math correctly here. Georgian Court only 14 points in the second half so far. The Griffins with 28, so they've doubled them up in the second. Aaron Benjamin, big 42 in blue, getting his first action of the game now. A junior forward out of London who has a perimeter touch. Vucevic muscles it in, but no good on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Benjamin, despite being 250 pounds, 24 of his 29 field goal attempts are from deep. So a perimeter player, despite the size. Vucevic, crocodile arms the first free throw. He's 0 for his last 3 at the line. Billy Miller into the game. Demetrius Isaac will take a seat and gets a hand from Jesse Balser. Isaac with 26 points, 21 in the opening half. Given the spread, that could be the last we see of him today. Only 4 off of his career high. Vucevic splits that pair. 26-point game. Griffins on top. It's Flock running the point now with Isaac out of the game. So the Griffins going deep into their bench with Miller and Flock in right now. Evans up top. Shot fake. And he traveled. Evans has taken Vucevic off the dribble a couple of times in this game. That's how he's done most of his damage. He only has 4 points, actually. He only attempted 5 shots. So a quiet game for Chris as he'll now sit. But both of his points have come on layups, where he's driven on Vucevic. Bowser around the screen. Here's a catch and shoot. Benjamin. Got it. So Aaron Benjamin getting a chance to show his skill set, and he puts home a 3 immediately. 23-point game. Griffins on top. It's Flock with Ellington on him. Ellington in that last time out was very, very vocal in the huddle. Flock handoff tall for the 3. Got it again. Cartier Tallford, 17 points, now 5 of 7 from downtown. Tallford, 5.3 points per game his last 6, so he had been very quiet as Bowser is fouled on the jumper. But breaking out today with 17 points and 5 of 7 from deep. The talk has been that they want him to be more aggressive. Tallford in his first season with the program after transferring over from Lackawanna Junior College. 1-on-1 for Bowser. They say it wasn't a shooting foul, and he misses the front end. Dangerous pass up ahead. That's sniffed out and stolen by Jawan Carter. Carter onto the wing for Ellington. Steps back on Flock. Kicks for Benjamin. Extra pass inside Bowser. Well defended by Letterlow. Drives into the lane. Benjamin a 3. Too strong this time. Long rebound. Tallford comes away with it at the 3-point line. Billy Miller in the corner. Shot fake inside. Goes with the right hand and got it to go off glass. First points of the game for Billy Miller. Sophomore out of Pine Hill, New Jersey, not too far away. Bowser around the screen, and that's going to be an offensive foul. As Vucevic, he didn't really know which way Bowser was going, so he kind of set the screen the opposite way. He set it to his left. Bowser went right, and then he backed his rear end into the Griffins player, so that's a foul. Keith Williams in the game. So the Griffins going to their bench here. Up big, 5:05 to go. Tallford stripped on the baseline, and here's Ellington Jr. the other way. Inside Vucevic. Left block, goes with the left, off to the left. And a foul as Vucevic went for the rebound. That will be on Nikola Vucevic. 7th on the line, so that will send Keith Williams to the line for a 1-on-1. Vucevic and Jawan Carter sit. Council back in. Keith Williams at the line for a 1-on-1. Arthur Mitchell, 15 in blue, getting his first action of the game right now. Sophomore out of Queens as Williams is the front end. 7th game of the season for Mitchell. Bellamy back in as well. Second no good, and Ellington comes away with the board. Bench guys in the game for both teams now as Bowser is on the bench too for Georgian Court. The Griffins in a zone. It's been effective in this game. Ellington a 3, too short on the high release. Mitchell gets it to go on the follow. So Mitchell immediately paying dividends. He gets his first point since November. It's been a while for him. Alford around the screen, fires away, too short. Keith Williams the offensive board, and it's a fresh 30 for the Griffins as we come up on 4 to play in the ball game. 27-point game. It's 81-54. Flock is able to keep that alive, but then Council took it away and laid it home. Flock laying on the floor, but looks like he's okay. And then Flock took a shot at Council, and Council went down. So those two guys going at it a little bit. So that will send Council to the line for a 1-and-1. So Flock showing a little bit of spunk. Not on 1-and-1 just yet. Into the corner off the inbound. It's Ellington. Waits for Bellamy, who saves it near corner. He fumbled the pass. Back out. Miller nearly steals it, but couldn't save it. Near sideline. Nice hustle by Billy Miller, who almost ran into his coach, but almost came away with the steal, too. 25-point game. Griffins on top, looking to cruise to the finish line now. 3:47 to play. We're safely in garbage time at this point. Council around the high screen. Benjamin wraparound pass. Nice look for Bellamy, and he was fouled. So Bellamy to the line for 2. Freshman out of Indianapolis. He's gotten some pretty good run here today, has Bellamy. Normally doesn't play all that much. He's played in 17 games, 7.5 minutes per game, but he's well over 7.5 minutes at this point. And hits the first. One more to come. His first points of the game. Second good as well. 23-point game, 3:37 to go. This has a chance to be the Griffins' largest win of the season as Council fouls Flock. Those two continue to go at each other. Two little guys, 5'7" Council and 5'11" Flock. Griffins beat Concordia by 20. That was their last win back on January 27th, 2 games ago. Right now this is a 23-point game, but still time to play. Flock hits the front end. 4 points for Colin Flock. Hits the second as well. Back to a 25-point game, 3:31 to go. In regulation, it's Council working on Miller. Around the high screen, Council crosses over, steps back. Griffins stay in his zone here. Benjamin for Council between the circles. Jacks a 3. Off right, long rebound. Hustling forward is Mitchell. And it's fresh 30 for Georgian Court. Pull-up jumper. Ellington thought better of it. Kick back out. Benjamin shot fake. Step back 3. Too strong on the rainbow. Ball falls out of bounds far side as Mitchell and Miller went after it. And it will be staying with Georgian Court. And the game getting a little bit helter-skelter right now with the bench players in for both teams. Tallford and Letterlow are in. Those are the only two, I guess we call them regulars for the Griffins. A floater, Council off left from 12 feet. Rebound, Letterlow. Here's Flock looking to push. Flock right side of the floor, kicks back out. Miller shot fake, passed up an open look, back for Flock. Shot fake, thought about it, and he'll dribble back out. 15 to shoot, it's Miller, pull-up jumper, got it. From the free throw line, Billy Miller, his second bucket. Showing a nice touch there. 27-point game, Griffins on top. And a timeout taken by Terrence Stewart. Or at least initially it looked like there was. Guess they thought better of it, but substitutions being made anyway. As Georgian Court goes deep into their bench, Benjamin sits. We'll see Milos Djeric, 6'6", 220 forward out of Belgrade, Serbia. So a friend of Vucevic, you could assume, another Serb. Mitchell in as well. Darion Brazil in 10 in blue. He threw down a couple of titanic dunks in warm-ups. We'll see if he tries anything here. And Kim Speller, another freshman forward. Council a deep three off left. Rebound Williams in the lane. Now under 2 to play. Griffins on top by 27. Here's Flock open. Book it. Colin Flock, his second triple. And he's having his most productive game in a while. Give him 8 points. Brazil a 3, catch and shoot, off left on the rainbow, keeping it alive is Speller. Tall for the steal, 3-on-2, Flock, left side of the floor, taken away by Council. Pass was a bit high for him. Council pushing the pace the other way, coast to coast, got it to go on the scoop shot right of the bucket with the right hand. 1:20 to play in regulation, 88-60. Griffins up big. Right now it looks like this will be their biggest win of the year. Council picks Flock's pocket the other way. He's fouled. Shot wouldn't go. So Flock and Council have had a nice little battle going the last couple of minutes as they've gone at each other. Couple fouls both ways. Council at the line now for 2. Flock with 8. As Council hits the first free throw. That's 1 off of his career high, which is 9, back on January 5th. Or rather, December 5th against Jefferson. Brazil turns the corner and gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Second free throw was no good from Council. 88-61 game. Brazil goes to the line. 4-2. In and out on the first. For the Griffins after this, it's only 5 more games. Second is no good as well. Rebound Williams. Saturday against Caldwell here. Then they go on the road at Wilmington, at Felician, and at Holy Family. And they finish up with U Sciences on February 24th at home. Into the corner, Miller off his hands on the pass from Tallford. And it goes to Georgian Court. Closing moments of this one. 50 seconds on the clock. 88-61. Griffins up big. They've led pretty much throughout. And Miller fouls Council. Jesse Balser yelling, "Stop fouling." Obviously no reason up big with under a minute to play. Looks like a tech here. Double tech, Tallford and Council. A little bit of chirping back and forth. Arthur Mitchell standing next to Tallford, and the freshman, or actually he's a sophomore, but he thought the official pointed at him. And he immediately went, "Wait, I didn't say anything," but it was to Tallford, not to him. So Tallford sits, Thompson back in. Jesse Balser shaking his head a little bit. Second no good, rebound Mitchell, and he gets the roll on the follow. Here's Flock behind the back dribble, lost the handle, doubled, lobs it ahead for Williams, too tall for him, and it's out of bounds. Flock doing more ball handling than we're typically used to seeing him do. When he's in with the starters, he generally plays off the ball, but not the case right now with most of the regulars out of the game. Speller no good. Flock comes away with the board, and it'll be a jump ball. They'll say Speller tied him up. 27.8 to play. Griffins on top, 88-63. Council inbounds. Inside Brazil, got the roll and the foul. So Brazil trying to complete the three-point play as the Griffins are racking up fouls at the end of this game. Won't really matter much except for the final score. This game has been decided long ago. And Brazil converts the three-point play. 22-point game. This should be the final possession of the game. Georgian Court will press Miller in traffic, lost it, loose on the deck, near side. Miller fighting for it. And we get a whistle. It's on Miller, a foul. That's his third, and that will send Arthur Mitchell to the line. So the Griffins having a tough time getting the ball across midcourt as we crawl towards the finish line in this one. 2 to come from Mitchell, 15.4 on the clock as he hits the first. So 2 more home games after this, one on Saturday against Caldwell, and then they close up on senior day of the 24th against U Sciences. Offensive rebound by Speller, threw it away though. Here's Flock. 10 to play, and Flock can dribble it out. Instead, he finds Miller with 5 on the clock. They'll swing it back around. 2 on the clock, 1 and now none, and that's it. Griffins win 88-68 by 20. Tied for their biggest win of the season in terms of point margin. They beat Concordia a week and a half by 20 as well. So Chestnut Hill, they improved to 4-17, 3-11 in conference. Georgian Court falls to 5-18, 5-10 in conference, and in the process, they essentially see all of their chances, whatever slim chance there was, of making the CACC playoffs fall by the wayside. It would have been the first appearance for Georgian Court if they were able to somehow get in. So Demetrius Isaac leads the way with 26 points on 9 of 14 from the field, 21 of those in the first half. Cartier Tallford 17 off the bench, 5 of 8 from deep. LeBon Hall 13 off the bench, and Toplin 10. Those are the Griffins in double figures. So for the final time today, the Griffins win 88-68. They sweep the doubleheader